Hello. It has been a while. And I know very well it has been a while, because... Anyways, because it's been so long, I wanted to do something different. Instead of a gaming video, or a video with my friend, I've decided to switch things up a little bit. I'm gonna make a Scratch tutorial, because that is something I use sometimes, so I feel like I'd spread the info, you know? For this video, I'm going to be showing how to code Gravity into Scratch games. Now, there's going to be 3 sections, but the first step is going to be Gravity. Alright, so first things first, go into the Events category, the yellow thing, and grab a When Flag Clicked. Next, go to Variables, and make a Gravity variable. You can show this or hide this. I'm gonna show this, actually. And set gravity to 0. Then go to the Control tab and drag out a Forever. Then go to My Blocks and create a gravity block. Run without screen refresh. I'm not completely sure what this does, but it helps. Trust me. So just drag the block in there. In the Define Gravity section, which should look like this, tell it to change gravity by -1. Then go to the motion area and tell it to change Y by gravity. Now you have a little falling dude. That's pretty much all there is to gravity. But if you want him to stop, then we need to add a floor. So the first thing you're going to want to do, make a new sprite. I'm just going to name it floor so I don't get confused. And let's just have a slab. I'm going to make it black so it doesn't blend in. So now that we have a floor, you're going to want to go back into control area and add an if-then block. This is if it hits the floor. So if we go into sensing, if touching floor, we want it to stop moving. So what we do, we set gravity to 0 in the variables, change Y by 1. The reason this is important is because if we just set it to 0, he'll sink into it like quicksand because it's constantly changing gravity by 1, then going down a little bit, and then setting it to 0. So, now you should have proper gravity and a way to stop it. I'm just gonna move this guy up here, just out of the way. Also, just to make sure that it works every time without having to reposition him, just add a little go to X and Y, whatever you want it to be. Just make sure it's above the floor. But yeah, that's gravity. We can move the floor around, and it'll still say the when touching floor. It'll stop here. So yeah, that's pretty much gravity. And if that's all you came to learn, then that's completely fine. But if you're like me and you want to actually make like a game out of this, or like at the very least a move set, then we need to add controls. Go to the event category, add another when green flag clicked, go to the control area, and drag in a forever block. Like the gravity, this means it will keep repeating this until the project is completely shut down, or the script is stopped. We want them to just move left and right, so drop 2, make sure they're separate, 2 if-then blocks into here. Then go into sensing, and drag out 2 if key space pressed. Well, space is the default, but we change space to be, let's say A, and the other space to be D. So then we drag it into this slot here, and we go into motion. We would want it to change its X position, which is left to right. So let's say -4 for A, which would be left, and +4 for D, which would be right. Now, look at that. We now have a little Scratch Cat moving around. You can make them a bit faster by changing the numbers in here. Just make sure that it's the same. Now we're going to add jumping. For jumping, you could either go into the events and create a whole new script, which would make it more organized, or you could just go into the same script and do if key. Yeah, let's just say space or W maybe. Set gravity to a positive number. Make sure that it's, like, I would recommend roughly a dozen. And when it's a positive number, that means, oh, it's set to 12. I'm going to move this guy up by 12. Then it's going to change gravity by -1, move up by 11, and then move up by 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0. And then when it goes into the negatives, it's going to start moving down. Here's an example. Now here's the thing about jumping. If I just held down the space button with this current code, it would just forever set the gravity to 12, which would cause him to fly, and also do whatever this is. So we're going to need to add a buffer. For the buffer, add a new variable. Call it buffer. In the original set gravity to 0 and position in forever, this one right here, set buffer to 0. Also make sure to set buffer to 0 in the if touching floor code, so it should look like this. Now go back to the if key space pressed and set buffer to 1. Now that we've set a buffer, this will show press jumped and when he hasn't, as you can see in the top left. Now that we have a buffer, we need to make sure that when the buffer is set to 1, he can't jump. So go to the control and add another if then. But this time, instead of just putting it here, you're going to want to put the if key space pressed then inside of the other if then, and then slap it on like that. You're going to want to go into operators, drag out this guy, blank equals 50, and put it in there. Get the variable of buffer and set the variable to 0, meaning if buffer equals 0, then he'll jump. If not, this part of the script doesn't play. Let's demonstrate this. And now we have controls. That is pretty much the basics for controls in Gravity. But just to be safe, let's make it a little fancier. The first fancy thing is going to be making him look left and right. So for this, go into direction and make sure that it's selected to be left-right and not all around. Because left-right means that he'll rotate left and right, but all around means he'll just spin. Next, go into motion and tell it to point in direction 90. 90 is facing right, duplicate this block, and negative 90, as you can see here, is pointing left. So for D, which is moving right, tell it to also point in direction 90. But for A, which is going left, point in direction negative 90. Now, our cat faces whichever direction he's going in. The next fancy upgrade I'm going to do is making him switch to the other preset costume, which might not be jumping, but it looks like jumping to me. What we're going to do is, I'm not going to confuse myself, so this is going to be idle and jump. You don't have to do this, I'm doing it so I can demonstrate which one's different. Actually, I'm also going to call this guy player. Go to looks, and drag out a switch costume to blank, whatever. In the when key space pressed, tell it to also switch costume to jump. But in the if touching floor, tell it to switch costume to idle. This should mean that now we have a little jumping guy. Oh shit, thanks for watching. If you want more of these, I would be glad to deliver. Just saying. See you guys next time.